This is 6.1, Properties of Exponents, Part 3. We have the power of a product property, and this says to find a power of a product, find the power of each factor, and then multiply. So you're going to distribute the exponent to every part inside of the parentheses. So if I have a times b raised to the m power, this m will get distributed to each part to be a to the m and b to the m. If I did this with numbers, I would get 3 times 2 all to the 5th power, which would be 3 to the 5th times 2 to the 5th. Similarly, if I find the power of a quotient, you will find the power of the numerator and the power of the denominator, and then divide. So I would have a divided by b, all raised to the m power, which would be a to the m over b to the m. And b cannot be 0, because that means that we would be dividing by 0, and we can't divide by 0. An example of this could be x over negative 3 to the 4th. So this 4 gets distributed to be x to the 4th over negative 3 to the 4th, which would be x to the 4th, and negative 3 all to the 4th. That's negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 equals a positive 81. So, a few examples here. We're going to simplify 2x to the 3rd power. That would be 2x to the 3rd, 2 to the 3rd, and x to the 3rd, which would be 8 times x to the 3rd. If I had 2x over y all to the 2nd power, this 2 exponent is going to be distributed to each. So that makes a 2 squared times x squared over y squared. 2 squared can be simplified to 4, and you have your answer. For 10 times x to the negative 7th, this would be 10 to the negative 7th and x to the negative 7th. That means that you would move these to the denominator, and 10 to the 7th is going to be 10 million. So it's 1 over 10 million times x to the 7th. So this goes over all of that. Another one, this 3 is going to be distributed to each part inside. So I will have a power times a power here, and I will get 6 to the 3rd times x to the 2 times 3, so this power is going to be 6, over 5 to the 3rd. And I can simplify those. 6 to the 3rd power is 216, x to the 6th over 125. If I have negative 5 times p to the 3rd, all to the 3rd, this is negative 5 to the 3rd times p to the 3 times 3. So this would be negative 125 p to the 9th. Now this one, this one's a little bit more complicated. So there's just a lot to distribute to. So that would be 4 to the 3rd, and then this 5 will be multiplied by 3, negative 7 will be multiplied by 3, negative 2 to the 3rd, s, and the exponent of negative 2 gets multiplied by 3, and this exponent of 4 gets multiplied by 3. Now when I reduce all of these powers, this will be 4 to the 3rd, s to the 15th, t to the negative 21st power, and all over negative 8 times s to the negative 6th and t to the 12th. I do have a couple of negative exponents, so these are going to switch from the numerator to denominator and denominator to the numerator. So when I switch them, I get positives. Now I have 2 s terms on the top and 2 t terms on the bottom. So I can add these exponents together to simplify my terms for s. In simplifying those, I have 64 s to the 21st over negative 8 times t to the 33. I can simplify one more time, and 64 divided by negative 8 is negative 8. So my answer is negative 8 times s to the 21st power over t to the 33rd power.